Pop Squat, coming at you. We've got some stuff from. No, here's the problem. Here is the problem. This was this was sent in by one of my patrons, Kellen? No, Kyler. Wow, my writing is bad. Kyler. And sent in something from this artist that I have reacted to before. I said YhapoJJ. Someone in the comments says it's YhapoJJ. I don't know what the answer actually is, so I'm gonna say YhapoJJ. So, because I think somebody else has said that was correct in my comments. So I apologize if I'm getting it wrong and I sound like a moron, but I really do want to pronounce it right. So if somebody can tell me definitively, like, how do you pronounce his name, that would be good, because I'd like to get it right. This came out, it looks like only about a month ago. It's got 36,000 views, which is pretty healthy, and only 1,000 likes, which is crazy. And I think this is two tracks. This is a track called Restart and a track named Hittin. And I say I think it's two tracks because I have the lyrics for both of these, and they are listed as track 7 on an album called Gossip Girl for Restart, and track 12 for Hittin. So this came out in April of 2023. I don't have lyrics. There are none listed here. But these tracks are both labeled as rap songs, and that is it. No other information for me to pass along. Produced by BY20. Both of them? Nope. So Restart is from BY20 and Hittin is from Forever. We have heard stuff from Forever before. And that's it. I don't have any other information. Like I said, track 7 and track 12 off of Gossip Girl. If you like this, go check it out. Before we get into it, I want to remind people that Adam House Seattle is putting on an awesome... Well, they are part of the Emo Rave Tour that is being put on by people such as Fat C, Little Armia, Polearm, Anxiety Attacks, Rude Club, Alley Cat. The Seattle show is going to include Dreamcast, Lil U, Mayhump, and I believe Capo XXO, which we have listened to here on the channel. Actually, a bunch of these people we've listened to on the channel. The show is on July 29th, starting at 6 o'clock. Tickets are $12 ahead of time, not $10 like this says. $12 is the actual price ahead of time online. $15 at the door. If you get them here on Eventbrite, with taxes and fees and that sort of stuff, $14.64. So let's get into YhapoJJ's Restart and Hittin. This is the official music video for these two tracks, so they must have wanted them put together. Let's go. 2 minutes 54 seconds. Thanks again to Kyler, and this is it.
When I walk in the club, all these bitches show me love. I'm layup, she know it.
I gotta turn this down just a tiny little bit because it is coming in kind of loud on my not speakers, microphone.
When I walk in the club, all these bitches show me love. I'm layup,
nice sound.
she know it up. I'm layup, she know it up. When I walk in the club, all these bitches show me love. Got the clock in the door, got the bag right road. I just wanna see you up, I just want you in love. I just wanna have you up. Have you ever been in love? She ain't never been in love. Nice to meet you, I lay up. I get booted up, put a pill on the top. I get money, get it now. You in love, you like that. It was funny now. All I fucking do is cry. When you talk to me nice. I don't care about the price. Scared of the hype. All these bitches show me love when they talking about my name. Lot of fucking bad bodies, do your research.
This is really interesting because so far this entire thing sounds like the lead up to something. It sounds like an introduction to something, because there's never one instance here, and I'm probably going to start this whole thing over so we can pay attention to it. There's never one instance where like the beat drops and like it and the song quote unquote starts, right? This is just, it starts sounding one way, it continues to sound that way, it sounds that way, it sounds that way, it sounds that way. Sure, his lyrics are obviously changing and there's changes to the music, but nothing that just goes like, we're in it now. And I find that in and of itself kind of an interesting way to make a song, and I've never really thought about it before. Usually there's something that changes, right? To tell you, like, okay, we've moved from this musical phrase onto a new musical phrase. The beat drop, the introduction of a new instrument or a new something and a new something and a new something, and then suddenly you go from like one single sound being in the background, there being the music itself, to 5, 6, 7 different instruments making. But this just goes, we're starting with everything and we're just going to keep going with everything, and there's not a boom moment of like, hey, this is the song now, because it starts and it's the song. Maybe I'm a crazy person.
When I walk in the club, all these bitches show me love. I'm Leah, she know it up. Leah, she know it up. When I walk in the club, all these bitches show me love. Got the Glock in the dub, got the bag right road. I just wanna see you up, I just want you in love. I just have you up, have you ever been in love? She ain't never been in love, nice to meet you, Leah. I get booted up, put a pill on the top. I get money, get it now, you in love, you look thighs. It was funny now, all I fucking do is cry. And when you talk to me nice, I don't care about the price. Scared of the hype, all these bitches show me love when they talking about my name. Lot of fucking dead bodies, do your research on the game. Tell her bro, don't worry about it, all these niggas fucking change. Tell my bitch when we break up, bitch you better go gay. I was all up in her mouth, lay off feel like Colgate. In the studio and left, seen a nigga cocaine. That's my partner that was left, gang I want the whole thing. Finna buy a fucking Drake, put it in my whole name. All these niggas really puss, all these niggas music lame. All these niggas fucking cap, and they music all the same. Music all the same, all these niggas fucking cap, tryna shoot a hilly brain. And then Breck see the chance, he gon' try to make a name. All these niggas slow as fuck, don't be coming in my lane. All these niggas broke as fuck, nigga broke asking for change. Say this hoe, you know it's us, got my soldiers in a cage. And that hoe know what she get, and she look the other way. And I wish it could be different, wish I had all on my game. And I never meant to do it, and I never seen your face. And I never meant to do it, but shit went the other way. Even though I'm going through it, it's okay, I know you're sad. And I'm still gon' make my music, hope you watch over the game.
Yeah, interesting. Like, nothing ever changes to make you go like, oh, now we're really in this. I mean, and it's kind of cool. I don't know if, well, I know I've never thought about that before in a song. But I'm not sure if I've ever heard a song that's quite like this, where everything that's introduced in the first 5 seconds of it kind of continues to be there throughout. I don't know. It's interesting. And tell me I'm crazy. Like, I don't know. This is interesting. Huh. Really neat. So that was Restart. This must be Hittin now that's getting started. I like the sound of it. I really like the way it sounds.
Finger fall, bring it out, bring it up, bring it up.
Okay, so it's not actually two songs that they've like tied together. This is just like two songs next to each other in the same video.
Finger fall, bring it out, bring it up, bring it up.
I like the sounds he's using.
Will you tell me? Understand it been a minute. She don't care. Understand I'm really in it.
See the difference? Like, it's just, it seems so obvious. Like when that boom it comes, you're like, yeah, here we go. We're getting to the. It's so interesting. That last song is so interesting to me. This also sounds really good. So.
She in love. Will you tell me? Understand it been a minute. She don't care. Understand I'm really in it. You can see me now. Can you see me when I'm really in it? The bitch hit me now. The bitch hit you and me kinda ignorant. Tryna tell you before you know I lay up and I made you with it. When I slam it out, and you know I did it. Stepping on these beats, oh my god, it was not my friendly. Stepping on these beats, oh my god, clearly I'm not friendly. Stepping on these beats, broke her heart, I didn't break her feelings. Everybody tryna play their part, but they not even willing. Yeah, Santa Claus with that cloud come through fucking chimney. I don't give a fuck about no top, I come through get him. I don't give a fuck about no silly, I just come through hit him. Come through hitting, I just come through hitting. I just come through hitting. Come through hitting. Come through hitting. I just come through hitting. I just come through hitting. Come through hitting.
Neat stuff. I liked both of those. This first song is very strange to me. It's very. I don't know. I don't remember ever hearing a song like that before. I'll have to listen to more of my music and think about that and see like if I find anything like that. It's a really interesting approach. I don't know. It's just interesting. It's like I said, I haven't really heard that before. You usually get like a lot of variation, and maybe and some people might say like, oh well, that makes it a bad song. There's a nah. It's just a different way of like making yourself stand out, like in a very different way. It's cool. It's cool. I enjoyed YhapoJJ stuff. If I'm saying his name correctly, I hope it's not IHapo, because then I'm saying it very wrong. This was cool. Thank you again, Kyler. This was very cool. I would be curious to hear what you think about it. Maybe I'll actually go ask you on Discord. Kyler is a patron on my Patreon, and he is on my Discord, which I think is where I got this from. Maybe he sent me a message. I'll have to check. But you can also join my Patreon. I would love it if you would, because if I could get 4,000 of you, that would be awesome, and then I could actually live and do music, like video reaction stuff all the time, and find other things to do to make this channel even cooler, and also eat and feed my family. I'm out of work and I need a job. This was very cool. Thanks very much. Send me one-off reactions at CashApp or PayPal. Join my Patreon, please. I'm serious. Please join my Patreon. If you're an artist and you make music and you want to send me stuff, papasquatjon@gmail.com is the place to do it. Thank you very much, PopSquat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. Hey, we're almost at 35,000. Maybe I'll check in the next video and see if we made it. Ooh, I think I will. I was supposed to do that today. Come on back. It's going to be ATL Smook, which I know I like. So, we're going to do a song by him, and I'll find out if we've hit 35,000 subscribers. Oh, I'm excited. Let's go do that. Come back for the next video. Bye-bye.